What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Really glad to see you guys here today because we are finally going to listen to 2 Alive by Yeat. A lot of you guys watched the Up To Me video and said that 2 Alive is actually better and that I should also listen to this album. I know I kept you guys waiting for a couple weeks, but I did have some other videos to get out of the way first. But it's here. Your patience has paid off. I appreciate you guys for bearing with me. I'm going to go into it with an open mind. 20 songs, an hour and 2 minutes. The same thing that I said about Up To Me. It seems like it's gonna be on the longer side, but Up To Me was pretty impressive, and I'm going into it with as open a mind as possible. I'm hoping to get a couple bangers to add to my playlists, and that's really all that I'm expecting out of this album. So I don't think it'll be disappointing, because I'm not setting my expectations super high. I don't want this to be album of the year. I don't want this to be something absolutely mind-blowing. I just want this to be fun to listen to. Because I feel like that's really what Yeat makes music for, right? It's just bangers for you to vibe to and have fun listening to. So with that said, man, we're gonna jump into 2 Alive head first. If you end up enjoying the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch so that you get to watch these reactions live as they happen. Because beyond that, the only way to watch the uncut reaction is to follow me on Patreon. Become a patron of the channel. Shout out to all the patrons. Really appreciate you guys for the support. With that said, man, 2 Alive, track 1 is popping. Let's just get it. Let's just do it.
I'm in the Tonka, baby. You come show me love. You know I'm not gonna run. I'm feeling something but us, cause we blow like a.
I love these little chords. Yo, the sound design is so sick. This is a playlist track. Off the rip. Yo, this is tough. I really like this. Wow. It's a vibe, dude. I do like this. Love the energy to start us off. Man, I mean, off the bat, great energy to start us off. It's a fire first track. I added it to the playlist. The beat is so tough. There's the really cool synths that are like fading in. Playing a couple chords. They have the really cool melodic leads, like just so catchy. His performance is so charismatic. When he goes into that flow, when he says like, oh, if I'm ever in a problem or something, you know I'm not going to run. Like when he hits that flow in the hook, man, there's just such bounce to it. It's super, super cool. Very fun track, man. That's all I'm looking for. That's all I'm looking for. If he's this consistent, if he maintains this level of consistency throughout the project, we're in for a fun one, man. We're in for a fun one. Next track is Outside featuring Thugger. Let's get it. Those chords definitely sound like a Young Thug song, man. Just like his style.
Watch yourself. Told you that I want you, I need you. Outside, and we turn up.
I'm not mad at this beat. I think his performance sounds a little empty compared to that last track. Yeah, like this one is cool, but let's see what Young Thug does. I like that Young Thug went for like the softer performance here. It actually sounds pretty fire. I actually think Young Thug did better than Yeat on this song. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, yeah, I'm cool off this track. I think Young Thug did his thing better than Yeat did on that track. The beat is it's not really grabbing my attention, and the track runs on for a little too long. It's almost 4 minutes long, so it's like, I would have preferred it if Yeat's part in the beginning was a little shorter and we focused on that Young Thug part, you know what I mean? And then the track was just a little shorter. It would have been a little better, in my opinion. But that first track is, I think, much, much better than the second one. Those are my thoughts on Outside. Next track is Real 6. I love those synths, man. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. That's really cool. Those little triplet bounce hi-hats are really cool too, man. This track is wavy. The little counter melodies, doom 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 doom. Very nice. I like how melodic Yeat is being here too. This is a good song, man. I like this one.
just left the earth and they told me land it on me.
And the pitch, the background vocals and ad-libs. It works, man. This is one of those ones that just works. Man, this beat is kind of addicting, dude. Love how strong the 808 is, too. This kind of like choppy little hook is really cool, man. Yo, Yeat doesn't believe in just intros, right? All of his songs are just like straight into it. Just the beat doesn't build up. There's no, introduction to the song. It's just like, we're here, powerful 808s, heavy kicks, and just he's rapping right out of the gate, man. It's just it's efficiency. Look at the distortion on these synths, man. That bass is so good too, so heavy. I love the snaps and the claps. Playing with these dynamic performances, going higher and lower. This All right, there's like 5 seconds left there. I think it's just the beat to play us out. I feel like on Up to Me, some of the tracks were shorter. I feel like a lot of times these songs towards the end, they feel like they, the beats are so simple and they're just looped. So it's like towards the end of the song, you're like, I get what the song his goal is. I get the song, I understand it. Like I'm ready to move on to the next one, but there's still like 20 or 30 seconds left. So it's like, I feel like a lot of these tracks, even though this one was under 3 minutes, I got the gist of it, by 2 minutes and 15. So it was like, I don't know that maybe the album needed to be an hour long. If you wanted to do all 20 songs, but you shorten each one by like 30 seconds, you're knocking 10 minutes off your album, basically. I think my math on that is right. Something like that. So it's like, just got to be really careful when you're making this music. And obviously, again, I'm listening to it by myself with headphones on, streaming it, and recording a reaction video to it. It's different if you're listening to this at like a concert or a show, and you're there, and the energy is just insane, and everyone is moshing and jumping and screaming, and the pyro is going off. There's like fireworks and flames on stage, and he's doing his thing. The energy there is different, So it's like, obviously, maybe it's just because I'm listening to it in this setting. So I don't want to be overly harsh and say it's definitively too long. Because like I said, it's still under 3 minutes. So it's like, maybe it's just the way that I'm listening to it right now. You know what I mean? But it's cool. It's got really cool energy. The beats are always heavy. The beats are always bouncy. It really is going to come down to whether the melodies and the beats are catchy and how emphatic his performance is. But Never Again is not bad, man. Next track is La Geek. I think I might have heard this one, but we'll play it anyways. What's up, Dustin? Good to see you, man.
I don't know who the fuck made 100 bands. I forgot about it. Bitch, I'm geeking on these person. I don't brush the tooth.
The bells go so hard, man. Oh, whistling? Really dig this energy. I love it. Big boy lamb, I'm in a big boy on this surf, bitch, I'm geeked out my body. Yeah, man, this is definitely a playlist track. Energy is just crazy. This is the stuff I'm looking for from Yeat, man. I'm gonna let it play into the next track. Rax Got Me featuring Gunna. Oh yeah, I like the processing on his voice here. Have I heard this one before? The humming in the background reminds me of, it sounds familiar. Oh wow, look at those dark pianos.
of my money would never.
This beat is so simple. It's such a simple little loop, but it's actually really tough. Slash, 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 slash. I actually think Gunna sounds great on this beat, dude. I really like the feature, man. I think the feature's really strong. Love how tough this beat sounds, man. It's a very simple loop, but the dark pianos in the background just make it so atmospheric and moody that I really like it. I think it's easier to listen to when there are features on it because it just gives us a little something different, something else to listen to. I think Gunna's voice, for example, just sounded super smooth on that beat, and it was a nice contrast to Yeat's vocals, which were a little more processed and not robotic, but like distorted maybe a little bit. It was just like the processing on there was different, and Gunna just came across as smoother, and it was a really cool experience listening to him over this beat, along with Yeat. So I would love to see some other really cool features on this. Next track is Double. Holy shit! Oh, wow. Yo, everything about this song is great, man.
I be keeping us fine. I don't be doing shit on online. I just be booting up out of my mind.
Yo, this hits so hard, man. I love this song. This is my favorite so far. Listen to these melodies, man. They're so intricate and cool sounding. The drum programming on that is so fire. I love what they were doing with the hi-hats. It sounded like there was 2 hat loops going on at the same time, but one of them was quieter and panned to the left. Those melodies are so sick, man. The sound design on them is great. The way that they wobble back and forth, the way that they just kind of slide around from note to note, it's just, there's such a cool energy to that. The really heavy, distorted 808 is just awesome. The texture that it adds to the song. And Yeat's performance is just emphatic as always, charismatic as always, just like really solid delivery. This is absolutely the best one so far on this album. I love this one. I love this one, man. Next track is On the Line. Oh man, these really soft synth melodies kind of sound like Pierre.
Too far gonna save they said I won't touch it. Begging for shocking a brick, keep on the high.
What's up, Mixo? We're just listening to this Yeat album, man. We're heading into the halfway point of this album, and it really feels like he's going onto a roll here. And it's very easy in a lot of albums for the middle of the album to feel like it dips a little bit, like it's a little underwhelming. Because normally you bookend the album with memorable experiences and the tracks in the middle end up being a little weaker, but this actually feels like it's still picking up. And we're almost at track 10, which would be the halfway point, and it's just like, it feels like the songs are just improving. And also, funnily enough, is funnily a word, bro? But funny enough, I was just talking on that Gunna track about how much I like to listen to features on Yeat's music, just because it's always nice to hear him interact with other people and to hear a different delivery over the same beat. The last 2 songs, On the Line and the one that was just before this one, have been great. And Yeat's by himself, holding his own on these tracks. So it's like, fuck what I say. You know what I mean? What's the fly kill count? I think I've killed at least 4 by now. I'm backhanding them, bro. Just. But they're not flies. I think they're like moths. That's the closest thing that I could compare them to. They like to fly around where there's a lot of light. And like I said yesterday, there's just a big one right here, right in front of me. So they fly around in front of the camera, and it's a little annoying, but oh well. Brazil, bugs. It happens.
Said I won't touch it. Begging for shocking a brick, kick back like buckets. Snapping everybody.
Those counters are so sweet.
I just chat out that GC, I take it straight out that shot, take it.
This is a great beat. It's dope, dude. This is a really good song too. Last 2 tracks have been fire. Love the melodies on this one, man. The little soft synth, keys really remind me of Pierre, but the drums hit stupid. The drums hit so hard. It almost sounds like Pierre made the melodies and someone else made the drums. You know what I mean? Pierre's drums are a little, well, they're hard too, but it's different. It's different. It's a feeling kind of a thing. It's tough to describe. Next track is just better. I'm saying, bro, he's going on a run. Look at this beat. Yeah, it's really cool the way he's using his voice as a part of the beat with like those ad-libs. Can you think of anyone that uses their voice in the beat like he does here? Shit, Roddy Ricch, The Box, the eat oot. Similar kind of thing where they, they sing and then their voice actually becomes part of the production itself. Very, very cool. As a part of it, yeah, broke that line. As a part of it, let's turn up. I really love this beat, man. Yeah, man, he's on a solid 3-track run right now, I think. 3 or 4-track run. I hope he just keeps it going, man. The energy has been great. The beats have been really, really cool. Interesting to listen to. Like I said, man, I just hope he keeps it up. Next track is Jump. What he does with his voice there in the background is fire. The really high-pitched synths, oh my god, bro, wow. Tell you to turn this, yeah, feel like the sun, to me your ex, feel like the one, I told me so, yeah, fucking on your thigh, fucking on your shit team, run with the bugs, here we got a fucking team, but they not a playground. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying, yeah, what you're saying, it's supposed like that, I rap what I'm thinking. It's just the vibe. What's up, Minion Army? You know, yeah, this Jump is also great. It's really fun to listen to. It's an awesome energy. It's an awesome vibe. It's emphatic. It's, triumphant. I love the synths. The way that they're just so high pitched. The way that they roll down towards the end of the bar. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool shit going on with this beat. But I do want to say, man, and this is, I had a similar thing to say about Up to Me, is that when you have 20 songs, it can be a little tough to sit down and listen to them all the way through, one after the other, because he doesn't switch up the style very often. It's like every single song he makes is going to have really emphatic synths, really cool, bright sounding synths, really heavy drums. And, his performance, his delivery is what it is. Like he's very consistent with it. He brings a similar performance to most songs that he's on. When you're listening to them one after the other, it can very, very quickly start to sound like just one really long song. So it's like, you do run that risk when you have a lot of tracks on your projects and you're making them all sound similar to each other, similar tempo, similar bounce, similar energy. So it's like, it can be tough to sit down and listen to it. I mean, what are we, like 10 tracks in? And, we're at the halfway mark right now. We still have another 10. If they sound similar to the first 10, by the end of the album, we're going to be like, it's a cool song just like the previous 15. It's just, I really like the ones that stand out a lot. Those are the ones, the highs. Those are the ones that I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. You know what I mean? So, next track is Don't Lie.